my thing is show your faith. And the scripture I choosing the scripture is Matthew 15 verse 21 to 28. Matthew 15 verse 21 to 28. So let me read. So then Jesus went out from there and departed to the regions of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came from that region and cried out to him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, son of David, my daughter is severely demon-possessed. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came to urge him, saying, Set her away, for she cried out after us. But he answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs. And she said, Yes, Lord. Yes, even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered and said to her, O woman, great is your faith. Let it be to you as you deserve. And her daughter was healed from that very hour. So based on this verse, I have only two main points. So the first is just hope and believe. The first main point is just hope and believe. Verse 21 to 26. And the second main point is continue hope and believe. 27 to 28. So let me give you background first. So before this event came, Jesus walked on the sea and healed so many people in the land of Gennesaret. So Gennesaret is a town on the northwest shore in the Galilee. After that, Jesus went out from Gennesaret and departed to the regions of Tyre and Sidon. So the journey is 50 miles to Gentile territory. So Tyre and Sidon are powerful Gentile city state on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea, northwest of Gennesaret. So Jesus healed a lot of people and did miracles, so that a lot of people changed and followed him at the time. But the script and Pharisees are still doubted and did not believe Jesus as Messiah, even though they saw Jesus did miracles and they know about Scripture. And so, but at that time, so many people believe in Jesus and also Gentile. They already believe and follow Jesus. So let's look at verse 21. That is the first main point, just hope and believe. Then Jesus went out from there and departed to the regions of Tyre and Sidon. Jesus went out from Gennesaret and departed to the Tyre and Sidon. Jesus went that is Jesus want to complete his Galilee ministry. So this place are Gentile city. So this city is where maybe just a little bit Jewish. So more in Gentile. So however, Jesus went there. This is show Jesus love and in Jesus' love is for all the people, not just his people. So throughout Jesus' ministry, we see Jesus do the Father way without discrimination and never left the people who come to him. And Jesus healed all who come to him. And Jesus' salvation is also for Gentile. You can see also Paul teach and said the people in the Corinthians. He said in the 1 Corinthians 12, verse 30 to 14 said, For by one Spirit we were all baptized into one body, whether Jew or Greek, whether saved or served or free, and hath all been made to drink into one Spirit. For the feast of for the feast the body is not one member but many. Then Jesus came to the so that Jesus came to the earth to give in salvation for free for all people. So not only Jewish, but for everyone. So 22 say, and behold, a woman of Cana came from that region and cried out to him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, son of David, my daughter is severely demon-possessed. So Cana woman, when she heard about Jesus in the Tyre and Sidon, she came to Jesus with great hope, and she believed that Jesus will heal her daughter, who is severely demon possessed. So the woman knows that is an opportunity for her daughter, because no one can heal her daughter. So if she didn't take great opportunity and bring her daughter to Jesus, maybe her daughter cannot get better and feeling well anymore. So it is we can know that is the duties of parents to pray for their children and to be earnest in prayer for them and bring them to Christ in faith and prayer, who alone is able to heal them. So we will see she cried out to Jesus and said, have mercy on me, O Lord, son of David. This kind of woman humbled herself and asked Jesus for her needs honestly and confidently. She asked mercy to Jesus. So here, and she's calling, O Lord, and it is showing respect to Jesus. Then she called Jesus son of David. So that is indicating that the Cana woman had better insight into Jesus' identity than many Jews. And then Pharisee. And so she believed Jesus in Messiahness, and Jesus is the one who were able to heal her daughter. So even though the Scribe and Pharisee doubted and one were not able to believe Jesus was a Messiah, the Cana woman believed that and faith in Jesus. And 23 said, but he answered her no word. Here Jesus doesn't respond to a woman pleas for help. Jesus is silent. Jesus didn't say anything. So it was like Jesus insulting and ignoring her. But Jesus actually testing her faith at the time. So Jesus knows everything that she did, and she might be the most earnest in prayer. In our life also we will experience that God doesn't respond and answer our prayer request. We cannot hear the answer of God anything. Upon that we blame God and we distress. So actually God answer our prayer in only three kind of way. So that is yes and no and wait. So that we should understand that God is testing our faith and our hunger in our prayer. Every accepted prayer is not immediately an answered prayer. Sometimes God sees not to regard his people's prayers, but it is to prove, and so is improve their faith. So, and his disciple came and urged him, saying, set her away, for she cries after us. Here a woman was not only ignored in her request, but also driven away by Jesus' disciple. Maybe because the woman action and require, which were seen as like annoying, and she was rejected. So this show one of the faith things that become obstacle and problem to our faith and hope. Whatever, we must continue to cry out with faith and hope. Instead, Jesus loved those who cried out to him. Verse 24 said, But he answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep on the house of Israel. Here Jesus responds to the word to the Canaan woman is not like it's not sweet and for her because she is not a Jew. So Jesus saying that he was sent specifically to help the people of Israel. This Jesus means he cannot care. He doesn't care about other. So, but Jesus' mission was focused on the Jew first. Whatever that is Jesus rejects her request. So if we were in the place of the Canaan woman at the time, and what we were going to do. So if Jesus responds to us like that, he will say, "Sorry, I'm sad, not for you, just for the people of Israel." So surely we will feel something about that. So for me, I might be depressed and mad and something like that. So, and let's look at verse 24. 5 said, Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. So even though Jesus said to her, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, she never gave up for that. The woman is continuing to ask God to for help, and she believed that Jesus will help her and heal her daughter with the power and authority like Jesus did before. So actually the woman known that Jesus is merciful and kind, and she know throughout Jesus' ministry, Jesus preached and healed not only the Jews but also the Gentiles. So that she is not silent and stop her asking and prayer and requiring. So she know about Jesus and she did not respond with emotionally to what Jesus said to her, but instead show a humble heart and continue to plead with Jesus for mercy. So 26 said, But the answer and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dog. Here Jesus used Israel as his children and for the Gentile as a dog. So here we can see the view is Jesus used the examples as discriminatory and as insult to the woman. It is like a Canaan woman. So it is like a Canaan woman is not deserved with Jesus' help and healing because she is not Jews. But actually it is not like that. Here actually Jesus testing actually Jesus start his main mission is to Israel. He used a metaphor likening Israel to children and Gentiles to dog, not as an insult, but to highlight his primary duty to his own people. So I think about that why Jesus said her word against and rejects that woman. So if we see this woman really need help and she believe and hope in Jesus, she came with a humble heart and asking for mercy. Why Jesus rejects her crying out and her request, her prayer? Because Jesus is the one who looked at people's heart and accept only those who come to him with a secret heart. So this is Jesus testing the woman heart and faith. So we understand that Jesus can use many ways to test our faith and loyalty. So the second main point is continue hope and belief. And 27. And she said, Yes, Lord, yet even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master table. So we see that the woman was not despised, even though Jesus rejected the compared her like a dog, compared her like a dog. So she agreed with Jesus that she is not Jew. She accepted that she is a Gentile woman. She know and she does not deserve with Jesus' help and mercy, but she just believe and continue hope for Jesus' mercy and healing her daughter. So that the woman continue hope and believe and just sign on Jesus for mercy and help. So that the woman retorts directly to the point. She said, Yes, Lord, but even the dog eat the crumbs that fall from their master table. So she is not asking for what belongs to others. She is simply asking to be treated like the little house dogs that get to eat whatever fall in the fall. So this is show woman humble heart and faithful heart. So the woman is respectful to Jesus and doesn't complain about Jesus' response. So in 1 Samuel chapter 1 to also we can see about Hannah. Hannah was childless, but with great humility and faith and prayer fervently to God for a son. Because of her great faith and hope and prayer, God heard her prayer. And 28. Then Jesus answered and said to her, O woman, great is your faith. Let it be to you as your desert. And her daughter was healed for that very hour. So Jesus was amazed by the great faith and said, the woman, you will receive what you ask for. From that very hour, the demon possessed daughter was healing. So here the persistence of the woman and her strong confidence in Jesus' ability to cure her daughter result in a miracle healing. So here we see Jesus said the woman, "What great is your faith?" Jesus normally used and said just a little faith. We can see when Jesus said his disciple and the people of Israel, he used just a little faith. So we can see Jesus said, Peter in Matthew 14 verse 31 said, and immediately Jesus stretching out his hand took hold of him and said to him, O you of a little faith, why did you doubt? Here even though Peter was with Jesus all the time and he saw Jesus this miracle and amazing thing, but when he faced the way was boisterous, he was afraid and he began to sink at that time. So, and then when Jesus' a disciple come to him and asked, why could we not cast it out the demon? So that at the time Jesus answered then, because of your unbelief, for assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mercy, you will say to this mount, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. Matthew 17:20. So Jesus tells us this, that even a tiny bit of faith, like a mustard seed, can do the big thing. If we believe, nothing will be impossible for us. So here is a kind of woman because her faith was strong, such that Jesus said, "Great is your faith." So I just want to say that we are not free with other help or other in our life. So Jesus is the one who gives us, but Jesus is the one who gives us rest and salvation, so that we are not hopeless in our life anymore. So Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are uh, heavy laden, and I will give you rest." In the time of our patience and asking God, so we need to show our faith to God. We should believe and trust God in our life, and every circumstance, and pray and continue to pray, because the God who we worship Him is powerful, and His mercy and kindness for us. So He is willing to answer our prayer and our need at the right time. So, uh, but uh, but the only thing is we should hope and believe Him for everything and to show our faith. So, how will we show our faith? So, just like a Canaanite woman who come to Jesus with great faith and hope and believe that Jesus will heal her daughter. So, so that she never stop and is silent when he asking, when he never stop and silent. So finally, she received what she need because she has great faith and show his faith to Jesus. So I want to start at Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8 said, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourself. It is the great gift of God." It is the gift of God.